feel like you're over design systems? Which is blasphemy, I know. Well, our first speaker has, and she is going to share her experiences pushing past burnout. She currently leads design systems team at Dropbox, where they maintain a cross-platform toolkit and evangelize cohesiveness across their product ecosystem. Here to discuss design systems burnout, please join me in welcoming Lauren LoPrete.
Hey, I'm Lauren LoPrete, and this is my third year attending Clarity. I'm honored to be speaking today and just wanted to thank Jenna and her team for putting on this event and bringing our community together. Before getting into product design, I worked in publishing, higher education, and exhibition design. And then I joined Expedia and worked on the mobile app team. While I was there, we built a cross-brand, cross-platform design system. In 2019, I joined Dropbox and led the design systems team through the release of Dropbox interface guidelines and an 18-month migration. And honestly, after 4 years of working on design systems, I'm kind of burnt out. Society as a whole is burnt out. We're facing ongoing threats and uncertainty to our health and well-being, compounded with social isolation, disinformation, climate disasters, and political unrest. On top of that, we're somehow expected to show up to work every day. Burnout is categorized by feelings of exhaustion, depression, and cynicism. To me, I feel burnt out when I'm not in control of my time, leaving my emotions ungrounded and feeling directionless. Like every day is the same, with the same thoughts, problems, and anxieties. There's no break, no reset, and no time to reflect. It leaves me feeling empty, like no caffeine, sleep, or exciting new project can fill me up. Burnout happens when your work is out of alignment with your purpose, and when it's not contributing to your priorities. Design systems work is high risk for burnout. Do the following phrases cause an emotional reaction to you? The component library doesn't account for my use case. The design systems team is a bottleneck. I broke the component because it didn't meet my needs. We can't prioritize adopting the system. It's too complicated to follow the design systems processes. Design systems work feels like a niche subset of burnout. It feels like some days the quality of the product's UI is weighing on my shoulders, and others like I'm being critiqued for stifling the design team's creativity. Some days, I catch myself over-indexing on pixel perfection and cohesiveness to the disservice of our customers. When you build an internal product for your peers, critical feedback becomes personal, and it can demotivate and derail your team. It can feel like sprints and quarters are spent reacting to the needs of others, and your roadmap is commanded by the teams you support. Working on internal tools can make you lose sight of your company's initiatives, weakening your impact and feeling of purpose. As much as you want to try, and as much as leadership will ask you to quantify it, it's hard to put a dollar amount behind your impact. All of these emotions build up and contribute to my burnout. And if you're like me and you've been working on design systems, these feelings might be familiar to you too. Building, supporting, and maintaining a design system is a thankless job. Philosopher Kate Mann coined the term human giver syndrome, which she defines as the false belief that you have an obligation to be generous and attentive to others. You're at the mercy of other teams, and if you're not careful with how you manage your time, 100% of it can end up responding to support and at the will of others' roadmaps, which leaves you and your team feeling thrashed. Without a motivating purpose and sense of priorities, work feels endless, monotonous, and meaningless. You end up putting everyone else's goals ahead of your own, when in reality, having a sense of purpose can energize and sustain you in your service towards others. Today, I want to share some ideas for how I'm working to overcome burnout. First, evaluate and define your purpose. Set priorities, and be transparent with your needs. Your purpose sets your foundation, which grounds you during turbulent times and sets a precedent for how you show up. It allows your team to think big and create intention. So ask your team, why are you here? What energizes us? When was the last time work felt meaningful? What did it feel like? How can we feel that again? At both companies I've worked at, we've explicitly defined our purpose. At Expedia, that was speed, quality, and consistency. At Dropbox, we define our purpose as empowering product teams to create exceptional experiences effortlessly. That's a lot to say, and it's really generic. That's resulted in us being misaligned with leadership. Because of this, we felt burnt out. Somehow we were responsible for all the things, like onboarding, navigation, pricing and packaging, and supporting the brand architecture decisions. Our team didn't have the skill set, bandwidth, or background to take on this work, and we left feeling overwhelmed and over-indexed. Your purpose helps define who you are, but more importantly, who you're not. It helps create boundaries. Your purpose should be specific yet scalable. Think about it as the foundation that sets your team's priorities for the next 2 to 3 years. It allows your team to think big, while your priorities can set small, incremental goals. Let's talk about priorities. Priorities help define your team's short-term goals, and without those, you end up at the will of every other team, which can leave you feeling thrashed and burnt out. What priorities do really well is allow your team to focus and reduce distractions, which can enable your team to create measurable impact over time. At Dropbox, we operate on a quarterly rhythm. And so what I like to do is go to our partners and ask them what they're prioritizing and then how they ladder up to the larger company goals. So then we can figure out what to prioritize any given quarter. We knew the visual brand refresh was coming, and the illustration library was a key component of that. Our team was responsible for building that out, and we prioritized it when we knew the work was ahead of us. But at the same time, pricing and packaging was being reviewed, and our team was asked to contribute. But there's always adjacent work that you can't fix. And your priorities are successful when your team can say no, or we're not ready to take this on, or maybe we're not the right team to own this. Time-based priorities create boundaries and give your team the ability to say no. When you're saying no, your yeses have greater impact. I like to use a priority matrix as a planning tool. And what we do is we take a list from our team members, our partner teams, company initiatives we know about, and any customer feedback. If you think about how we've plotted some recent work on this priority matrix, a major project might be something like migrating all of our legacy code to the new design system. But a quick win would be our icon process, where we knew that small improvements on our team size was going to have huge impact on the company overall. In our infancy, a lot of our projects were focused on components, tokens, and creating documentation that was one-to-one across design and engineering. After we released, we were really focused on building relationships with our partner teams like brand. And in our maturity, we're really doubling down on self-service documentation and automation. By setting quarterly priorities that align to your team's purpose, you can create measurable impact over time. Another great thing about setting time-based priorities is it allows your team to reflect, process, and feel like they've completed the cycle. When we thought about taking on the illustration library, we were overwhelmed and we didn't know exactly how many quarters it would take or all of the work involved. So we created a cross-functional North Star with our engineering and brand partners. And then we all set out to take on tasks in one quarter before we came back to reflect on that. Our brand designers were looking at concepting and how the illustrations might look, while our engineers were doing spike word to translate those illustrations from Figma into code. And at the same time, the systems team was looking at how we were going to document this and make it accessible for product designers. And then we were able to come back at the end of the quarter, reflect on the work we did, and set out towards the next goal. This allowed our team to complete the work, feel a sense of accomplishment, reflect on it, recharge, and then move forward. And as a leader, it's really important to check on your team during these times to make sure that nobody's burnt out. It's okay to allow your team to have a couple quarters where you can just kind of take it slow, take it easy, and allow time for breathing, because everyone's gonna get burnt out and you don't want anyone on your team to feel that way. Let's talk about transparency. By creating transparency, you're building a support system. It means that you're aligned with leadership on your priorities. And when you have those relationships with cross-functional leadership, you can be aware of any company changes that will shift things. I think it's really important to tell leadership what you need to be successful. They're expecting you to have answers and create boundaries. And then if they know those things, they can support you. And I think it can be really challenging to know if what you're feeling is burnt out or when you're just ready to be done. And so I think it's really important to think about your own purpose and how you might reevaluate that purpose and evolve it from where it is today. Your purpose sets the foundation for your career as well. And so sometimes you can evolve that beyond design systems. And just because you walk away from design systems doesn't mean that you don't believe in their value. You are not your role, and you are not your job description. I, like many of you, rely on this job for financial stability and personal growth. And working on design systems is a long game. Burnout is real, and without a foundation and boundaries, you can feel thrashed by others, and your energy is zapped. And remember to take care of yourself. Go outside, sleep, exercise, do whatever you need to do to remember that you are not your job title. Find joy and be kind to yourself.
Wow. Man, Lauren, getting really, really deep with us early in the morning there. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I warned people to buckle up, and yeah, it's shared.
So how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. I'm excited to be here for sure.
As well. Thank you so much. That talk was excellent. It resonated so much with me. You and I were talking a little bit before we came back live. Yeah, I honestly didn't really recognize some of the signs of like burnout in myself until I heard you talking about it. I'm like, oh, so yeah, that's what's going on with me. It's been a rough couple of years. And of course, like I've changed, we've all changed, and we have got the way we work has and continues to change. And yeah, we need to kind of acknowledge that and figure out a way to, move past it.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, in the pandemic alone, like the way that we show up to work has changed so much. Being on design systems is so much glue work, and building those connections and those relationships to build trust is super important. And when you're doing that virtually amid everything else going on in the world, it's really different than when you're building connections with people in person, or when you're closer to people or you're filled with less distractions. And so things have really changed. We've changed. The work hasn't changed exactly.
Yeah, that's very true, because I'm definitely still doing the same kind of work in regards to design systems as I have been for several years now. But I've definitely found that my motivation and my enthusiasm has waned over the past couple of years. And I thought it might be like maybe it's time to move out of the space. Maybe I need to like try something different. But yeah, I just think I need to adjust how I'm showing up with it and adjust the way I work now, and to find that, as you put it, to find that joy, to find that spark, the what I love about design system again. Because yeah, definitely it's after a year of almost 2 years of this sort of virtual like crisis mode, it's definitely hard to keep up that same level of energy as I had before.
Yeah, totally. I think it's like all about reevaluating at different times in your life. And like so often you don't know that you're ready for the change, or something changed and you're showing up the way you used to and it's not effective. For me, like a year ago, I started managing people on the team. And I always loved working on design systems because I felt like I was directly influencing the quality and the craft of like all the product designers at scale. But now it's like I have 5 people that report to me, and so I actually have to like empower them to empower others, and it's a totally different way to show up. And I was showing up the previous way as an IC, and that just was burning me out quickly.
Yeah, like actually, you and I are very, very similar in that sense, because even though I don't actually people manage, I'm still a lead of the system. And so all the other collaborators and contributors look to me for that leadership. And I was still approaching it as, yeah, I'm just an IC doing my job, doing my thing. And I kind of forgot that part of my job is to evangelize and to advocate it, to make other people excited about this work. And as my own enthusiasm was waning, it was very hard to like try to instill that in other people as well. And yeah, definitely got to figure out a way to like bring my joy back, bring the joy back to the work for myself, so I can then help others find that joy as well. And I think part of that may be trying to redefine what success in design systems actually means. And for one, define a success in design system has kind of always been a tricky thing to do. It's very intangible, it feels like. But I think as we've mentioned, the way our work has changed, the way that we work changed, and the way our circumstances change, the way we think about successful design systems and success as a whole needs to adapt as well. It actually reminds me of a tweet that I wrote, I don't know, a few weeks ago. That was basically, I was kind of prompted from just me recognizing that I was doing a lot of work. And if we can see the tweet, what I said, it was basically like, I say something along the lines of, success is kind of a trap. Success is kind of a scam, because basically being really good at something just means you get more of it. And like being really successful and being really good at your job just means you have more work to do, and people expect more of you. You kind of have to keep doing more and more and more. And that is both a blessing and a curse, because like, yeah, it means that people have more faith in you. It means that they entrust you with more, but it also means that you're more likely to get burned out, because you are now doing so much more than maybe your capacity is. Maybe you're at capacity for something like this. And just speaking for myself, I a lot of times try to do everything. I want to do all the things. And so I have a hard time setting those boundaries that I need to set and be like, you know what? I can't handle all of this right now. Here's my priorities for X, Y, and Z, but everything else, we're gonna have to find another person or put it on the back burner. But I can't, I physically can't do that sometimes, because I know that design system work sometimes it does get deprioritized. So like, if I don't do it now, maybe I won't get the time to do it later. So yeah, just kind of redefining success in that sense. Like, success doesn't necessarily mean everything is complete, everything is finished. It means something else right now.
Totally. Yeah, our team experienced that like at a team level. It's kind of that like idea of, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Like, leadership saw us as being like a way to cut through the org chart and really ship, a cohesive experience. And so they were like, oh, you can do that. Well, here's all of these other things that you're not necessarily set up for success to own, but we're going to give them to you anyways. And actually, I had Nathan Curtis come in as a consultant for our team, and he was very much like, this isn't work design systems teams should own. And I was very lucky to have him kind of go to leadership with me and say, like, this is not design systems work. Like, let's give this to another team. And so I've been able to kind of say no and get my team to focus on things that really do matter, because design systems is endless amounts of work. Like, we are constantly campaigning against entropy. As soon as we like shut the Slack door, new things crop up. And so you kind of have to like remain focused on the core of design systems in order to continue to be successful.
Yeah, sorry, my getting a little flustered here. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge to kind of try to love your work, but also be burned out. I think someone, uh, Paola, I hope I say the name correctly. She said it. She says exactly the same thing. Is that it's possible to both love your work and to be burned out, and that burnout takes a long time to set in, so you can't expect it to disappear in like a week or two. And as for someone like me who definitely goes more all of nothing and wants everything to happen instantaneously, like I get so flustered. Like, okay, I just want to feel better right now. I don't want to have this like malaise weighing on me. I just want to feel the way I used to feel about this work. And yeah, if it took you this long to get to this point, it's going to take you a little long to get out of it. And that's okay too. And there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean that you aren't passionate about your job and you aren't passionate about the work that you do. It just means that, hey, it's a little bit of a rough time right now. And you, as you mentioned before, you need to just be kind to yourself with it. It's like, it's okay to not be okay right now. It's fine.
Yeah, totally. And I think that like, I love design systems work. I don't think I'm going to like leave design systems work. I'm really passionate about it. But the way I show up and the way I create boundaries with my work is really important. And I need to focus on that. If I didn't focus on creating those boundaries, I could just leave this job, start something new, and within, the first 6 months feel the same way. And so it's really about just kind of, releasing the grip you have on your work and not being so emotionally tied to it.
Yeah, that reminds me of another tweet that Stephanie, one of our speakers, mentioned, where she said a recommendation is that if you're struggling with feelings of burnout, and you can afford to, try switching up your routine a little bit. Like even that, just a quick little context switch, or just doing something outside of what you're normally doing, might be just the kind of jolt you need to kind of regain your focus and regain your motivation. Or it may even like open you up to something new that you may love that you didn't know before. And switching your priorities, as we mentioned, is okay too. Like if you decide that you were doing more very heavy component work and you switch it up to design ops for a little bit, and you decide, oh, I really like this kind of work, I like the organizing and strategy part of this work, maybe that's your next step. Maybe you should transition into that as opposed to doing more of the in the weeds actual like implementation work. And the design system space is so great because there are so many different ways to contribute that you can still stay in this space but switch it up to kind of refocus your energy and find what motivates you and what gets you excited again.
For sure. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. So I'm looking, and I just want to make sure I take a look in the chat to see if anyone else has any questions or any topics they want to get into. And looks like the chat's basically kind of just following along and having their own kind of conversations about it. But yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of big questions here. So I think it's probably time for us to say adieu. But do you have any like final thoughts here, Lauren, about sort of helping the community kind of acknowledge this moment that we're in and figure out a way forward?
As a fire sign myself, I would love to send us out with a cathartic scream. So if everyone wants to participate in a scream to really re-energize us, I'm going to go on mute so nobody hurts their ears. But
yes, I am all about this. We're all going to do a collective, this cathartic scream. Lauren and I will mute so we don't hurt your ears, but everyone else can go ahead and I'm going to do a countdown with my fingers, and we can go ahead and just all let out one big like yell. Okay, so I'm going to mute now. So that was so much fun.
That feels really good.
That did feel really good. That was great. My neighbors probably think that I'm being murdered right now, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, cool. So thank you so much, Lauren. That was great talk, great conversation. And we're going to go ahead and transition into the second talk of the day, but thank you so much.
Thank you so much.